You want to stay true to the music because you like it, and that's why you joined in the first place.
Maybe to go back, can I ask, when you started View as a core, what was your shared idea behind
on this album?
Yeah, now
the beginning.
Just when it first maybe saw light, Oi Va Voi.
Oi Va Voi came together. I mean, when we came together, we were 6 people: drums, bass, guitar, clarinet, violin, trumpet, and we played instrumental music. And we came together, and the spark was klezmer music, Jewish klezmer music, and we came together. I'd never heard it before. Klezmer, I'd never heard of klezmer music, although I'm a London Jew. I didn't mix in those circles, and I got invited along to rehearsal, and straight away I just heard this music, and it kind of really touched me. Not in a spiritual way, not in the same way that, you know, different kinds of music touches people, and that was our inspiration. That was our jump-off point. That was the klezmer music, but very quickly we learnt a few tunes, and then as London musicians, as individual musicians in our own right, we didn't really want to play songs or klezmer tunes that were old traditional arrangements. It didn't feel very cool.
Yeah, it didn't feel very cool, did it? I remember
or relevant.
It's not even relevant. Yeah, it's not about cool. It's about relevant, and it's about there are klezmer bands out there that do that really well. And we're such individual musicians that we were never going to replicate klezmer perfectly, so we just decided to do our own thing and just developed it. Stayed as an instrumental band, and then eventually went into songwriting, and just found our own voice in that way, but retained the elements of the klezmer music.
Because now, how many parallels are there left, do you think, of the most recent production and the initial idea? What
I think a lot. I think there's a lot of parallels. I think there's just the soundscape that we create, the integrity with which we create it, the instrumentation is the same, which is consistent, and we've just got you can even draw parallels between each song. They don't sound the same, but you can say, oh, a song on a new album, oh, that's the refugee of the first album, oh, that's the gypsy of the first album.
And there's a little on one song, Stitches and Runs, there's actually a little sort of memory of almost like us on our first year of learning klezmer songs, playing these klezmer songs in someone's sitting room, and there's a bit at the end of the song, and it's kind of, it's like a little sort of
it's klezmer. It's straight up klezmer, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
really nice to do that.
Just for a little bit, it's nice, you know.
But were you at that point maybe practicing more as musicians, trying to put more focus on the instrumental parts, and now more maybe as writing as
I think you're probably right.
Yeah.
Although we've obviously kept that bit, the musicianship, or however you want to call it. From then, it's always been with us. It's not like we stopped doing that and just started doing songs. It's kind of
and anybody that joins the band knows what the band is, and you join it because you love the music, so you don't want to go in and be like, now it's going to be like this. You want to stay true to the music because you like it, and that's why you joined in the first place, and you learn very quickly what's right and what isn't right, like not just because of the filtering system, but because it's just natural. If you've got an Oi Va Voi album, you're like, okay, well this is like that, okay, and you see how you can fit in and bring what you should to the table. Okay. Everything's open for discussion. I just like to say that, except for jazz.